On this week's show, Princess Charlene heads to Geneva as an international goodwill ambassador for first aid. We take a look at the traditional picnic of the Monegasques in the presence of the princely family. And we follow Prince Albert II to Ohio for his official visit to discover new technologies and discuss environmental issues. The 9th of September was World First Aid Day. Princess Charlene travelled to Geneva as Goodwill Ambassador to the International Federation for First Aid. She is highly committed, especially with her foundation, in the fight against drowning. She held a press conference and then gave a first aid course to 3 children. The International Federation of Red Crosses and Red Crescent Societies has been the main training bodies and suppliers of first aid in the world for over 100 years. Each year, they provide first aid to over 46 million people. Princess Charlene is also the godmother to the brand new IFSI class. The IFSI is the Institut de Formation en Soins Infirmiers de Monaco, or the Monaco Nursing Training Institute. The average grade this year was 15 out of 20 for the whole class, and the results confirmed a trend that has been developing over the last 3 years. The few young men following the lessons were at the top of the class. Princess Charlene handed out their diplomas to the students. At the IFSI, it is the students who choose their own godfather or godmother, and Princess Charlene embodies the values of tenacity, courage and humility that are essential in the job they have all chosen to do. It's one of the favourite Monegasque traditions. Every year at the end of the summer holidays, just as children are going back to school, a big picnic is organised by the Monaco Town Hall in the Princess Antoinette Park. And every year the princely family takes part. This year all eyes were on young Prince Jacques. Surrounded by his parents, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene, the hereditary prince discovered the trees that were planted there for the birth of him and his sister Princess Gabriella. It's great, wonderful, all the Monegasques coming together, it's fantastic. What's fun is being with all the other Monegasques, those you don't see so much during the year. It's a lovely occasion to all get together, to discover that some people are Monegasques and sometimes we didn't even know it. An open-air church service then took place, followed by the picnic featuring many local specialities such as barbajoan and soccer. A very pleasant and convivial moment for the 100 or so Monegasques who were present. Every year in October, the Prince Pierre of Monaco Foundation hands out its cultural prizes. One writer is rewarded for the whole of his career, as well as several musicians or sculptors. The very latest winner of the International Contemporary Art Prize, Rosa Barber, just unveiled the work that enabled her to win the €40,000 prize during the prestigious Sao Paulo Biennial in Brazil. She showed her film dedicated to geography and artificial landscapes. It features a famous motorway that crosses the Brazilian megalopolis. The Prince Pierre Foundation 2016 winners will be unveiled on the 4th of October. At the end of August, Prince Albert II travelled to the United States, to Columbus, Ohio, to visit various research and teaching centres of the Ohio State University, where they are working on sustainable development and climate change. He started with the Centre for Automotive Research, where Monegasque car builder Venturi has set up its high-performance electric engine development department. The students at the university actually take part in the assembly of the VBB, Venturi's series of electric vehicles which hold the world record for speed. Prince Albert II then headed to the Bird Research Centre that is dedicated to the poles, cold environments and climate change, and where they specialise in the interaction of glacial environments with the planet. The centre has several ice cores from both poles as well as from mountain tops such as the Kilimanjaro. The visit then continued at the Columbus Football Stadium. The Prince discovered the arena, which can seat over 100,000 people and is the first zero-waste stadium in the world. He then met 3 students from the Ohio State University, American wrestler Kyle Snyder, who won the gold medal at the Rio Olympic Games, Spanish rower Aina Centelles, who also took part in the Rio Games, and Blake Haxton, who took part in the Rio Paralympic Games in rowing. The visit ended with a meeting with 300 students to discuss clean and sustainable mobility. Time to go. See you next week.
Of your responsibility for those remarks.